Are you tired of shoveling snow off your driveway? Do you hate cold weather? Do you want to live somewhere warm that still has all four seasons? If so, stick around because I'm going to share with you some great reasons to move to Columbia, South Carolina. What's up, everyone? I'm Jill Heydrich, and if it's your first time checking out my channel, welcome. I drop a video every Monday telling you everything there is to know about moving to or living in Columbia, South Carolina and the surrounding Midlands. I'm a licensed realtor here in the state of South Carolina, which means I would love to work with you with those real estate needs. Reach out to me on the number popping up below and I'll answer your phone calls, text messages, and emails personally. So if there's something I can do to help you, just reach out. With that being said, let's dive into it and let me give you some of my favorite things about living in Columbia and really discover what Columbia looks like. Before we get started, you may be asking where Columbia is even located in South Carolina. Well, we are right smack dab in the middle of South Carolina. You can drive to the mountains in less than 2 hours, and you can reach the beach in less than 2 hours. And the Georgia borderline is about an hour away. That brings me to reason number one, why you should move here to Columbia, place host to the University of South Carolina. It is impossible to ignore the benefits of being located so close to a thriving university. There's money being pumped into our city due to the collegiate games. People travel here to watch Gamecocks play football, and that has a great economic impact on Columbia. When people travel here, they are spurring our lodging and entertainment venues, which increases our intake of taxes without having the locals having to pay for it. The second reason you should move to Columbia is the people. I just can't say enough about the hospitality you'll receive here. Don't be too surprised when you're called sir or ma'am. It's just how we do things here. We talk to people while standing in line. Doors are held open as you enter or exit the building, and we check in on our neighbors. You'll just feel like you have friends as soon as you move here. Reason number three for moving to the Columbia area is our downtown. Columbia has the amenities of a major city, but on a smaller scale. You can enjoy the dining at Motor Supply Company, Bistro, or Cola's restaurant. We also have some great Mediterranean and Middle Eastern food too. If those aren't your style, we have farm-to-table dinner events as well. We have all kinds of options for your palate. Not only do we have great restaurants, but we also are rich in culture too. We have museums, and of course the state capitol building is right here in downtown Columbia. While downtown, you can read all kinds of historical markers and placards. It's your own educational tour right in our own backyard. Reason number four is the low cost of living. Columbia offers a high quality of life without breaking the bank. In fact, the cost of living in Columbia, South Carolina is 2% lower than the state average and 6% lower than the national average. Columbia's housing is a whopping 27% cheaper than the U.S. average. Housing, food, healthcare, and transportation all factor into the advantageous cost of living in Columbia. The low-cost living isn't the only reason to come to Columbia. We have a lot of major employers, the largest being Fort Jackson, University of South Carolina, Prisma Health, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. My list wouldn't be complete without reason number five, our weather. We have all four seasons with our winters being rather mild. During the spring, you can expect weather from anywhere from the high 40s to the low 80s. Our summers are, well, hot. How hot do you ask? We can see several days in the hundreds. That gets us to fall, which is my favorite season. It's usually crisp in the early morning in the 50s, and then it can warm up into the 80s. Absolutely perfect in my book. January, which is our coldest month, has a high of about 58 degrees. I grew up in the Midwest, and what I remember about the winters there was that it was always cloudy from October to about April. Here in Columbia, we average about 217 sunny days per year, which is 2 weeks more than the national average. That'll give you more than enough time to go out and enjoy all the outdoor things. Well, that wraps up my 5 favorite reasons you should move to Columbia, South Carolina. If you haven't already watched my video about how moving to South Carolina will change your life, want to watch that one next. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video and you're thinking about moving to the Columbia area where you can get boiled peanuts and a slower paced life at a very affordable cost, click on the link below for a free relocation guide. Again, my name is Jill Heidrich, and I'm your real estate expert for the Columbia and surrounding Midlands area. I'll see you next week.